Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo, and today we are continuing the Disco Elysium file. Where we last left off, we had went down to these docks and spent the entire last part talking to Joyce, the representative from the Wild Pines. She did give us a reality lowdown. A little bit. We didn't finish that whole dialogue tree. I think we might come back to it later. She also gave her opinion on Everard, and she said that she is she's willing to talk about the lynching, but she can't until we either find our badge, or we do a favor for her, which we hadn't explored. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk to the two people on the balconies of this apartment building to see if I can get in, to see if anything comes of that, and if nothing comes of it, then I will just do the favor for Joyce, because at this point I'm not 100% sure what avenues to take in terms of progress. Oh, one thing I can do though is I remembered this while I was editing. I'm gonna go ahead and crowbar open this garbage can, and I'm going to see what's in there, because I forgot that I can do that. I can pry open containers. Ooh. All right, sorry about that. Had to take a phone call. But is this a naval uniform, huh?
Up here, Piggo.
Oh, shut up. Let's see. +1 suggestion. Aye, Captain. -1 half-light officerial poise. This classic double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you, and if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's heavy fabric has got your back, even if moths have left a few holes in it. What is the jacket I have right now? +1 esprit de corps and +1 shivers. I don't really care about half-light, so that might be good, but at the same time, the jacket offers 2 pluses, and this one only offers 1, so I don't know. I'll definitely hold on to it, though. And then I actually saw this. I don't think I noticed that earlier. Can I get to where that is to see what that is? I can't. Okay, I need to be up here. Well, while we're up here, I guess is it possible to talk to this guy from where we are? Let's find out, I guess. Hang on. Do I want to be zoomed in? Nah, I don't know. Can I talk to you from down here?
Hey, what's that noise down there?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Intellect?
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
Yeah. He already knows it's the police. If I outright accuse him, he could run. It's like, no trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't
Intellect?
let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie, I don't know. Gendarmerie, is that how you pronounce it? Really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Yeah, did you see anything?
You already asked me that, didn't you?
Yes. No. Did I? Intellect.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Oh. Is someone impersonating the police? Oh, actually, I might have. Did I?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Oh.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets the old patio chairs and dead houseplants, and all the neighboring windows are black.
A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
Okay, so my immediate thought when he said that went to the leader of the scabs. Because he could be working undercover.
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
He was my Sunday friend.
Psyche check?
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
I'm sure that's what he was doing. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back.
Ask him again.
Listen, I really need your name.
And I really need to finish this cigarette.
He replies with a subtle smile. Psyche?
But he hasn't left yet.
I can tell that you find...
What were you doing?
Oh,
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
no, not you.
Okay,
And when?
so I was
Last
wondering if...
A down
You didn't.
It was my son.
makes sense. He doesn't reply.
Okay.
No.
Alright, we'll talk later.
We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the snowy balcony with a dying hiss. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any new dialogue that had opened. I know it wasn't highlighted like there was, but I wanted to make absolutely sure.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh boy. Suggestion medium 10. Convince him to stay. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. I mean, pretty sure I have to. Although I wish I had put on that jacket. I don't know if I'm gonna. And I haven't. Oh boy. I mean, this is literally my one and only chance. So.
Time to bring
Damn.
out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Are you kidding me? This is what it's gonna make me do? Okay. I guess we're going this route. What do you want from me? You want me to cry, huh? You want me to cry, huh? Oh boy. My total 9. I just missed it.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry.
He takes a quick step back and looks around, clearly disturbed.
Listen, I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. New task, the smoker on the balcony.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. Damn. You met a mysterious stranger smoking on the balcony of the apartment building north of Martinez. He knows something about the murder. Find out where he lives and question him again. Fair enough. Do I want to get rid of my esprit de corps? I could. Huh. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter now, but still. I'll keep it on. I'll keep on what I have right now. You never know. Alright, so we're going to check out the door by the pier again. It's locked, isn't it?
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Intellect?
This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Hey, are you there? I've checked the backyard, but couldn't get in that way.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Authority medium 10. Convince her that you're a real policeman. +1 Kim is here, and +1 Kim confirmed you are officers. Sure.
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever.
Am I?
Obviously, look at that vague yet threatening stuff spewing forth from your mouth.
Pretty much, yeah. Ma'am, your non-compliance is hindering a police matter. I may be forced to refer you for potential prosecution.
I know my rights, and don't you mom me, boy.
The voice snaps back. Motorix?
But the sweeping on the other side has stopped.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Intellect?
Ah, it's like a carrot to the stick, sort of.
Yeah.
Hold your horses.
You hear the click of a night latch before the lady on the other side gets caught in a coughing spasm.
I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
She manages to say with a wheeze, I got the key to the apartment building. Interesting. End. Really quick, I'm gonna talk to you.
Up here, Pigger.
Shut up.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier. Cindy the skull.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
You know what? Let's start with your blood type and go from there.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
No,
Listen
I was
to
kidding.
your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
Despite the attitude, she puts the brush aside. Oh, is she holding a brush? Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
I meant this as a joke, by the way. I don't know. I wasn't aware that he was going to think that we were threatening a minor or something.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully toward Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat.
Motorix?
Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
Yeah.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Intellect.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershot. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
You mean Joyce?
On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Why all the negativity?
Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
I think she might be insane. I think, I can't tell who's, like, Kuno and Kuno S are, like, the immature kind of insane. This girl is, like, the psychopath kind of insane.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
Psyche?
She wants it to be something true and total.
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium.
So she's an anarchist.
I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? It remains to be seen whether or not I have an opinion on this.
Yeah?
This is hooliganism. I mean, you know what? Let's stick with our non-opinion. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied.
Lying is cool, I guess.
She absentmindedly paints a red streak on her left cheek. So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body? Is this route gonna help at all?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
The fishing village?
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
She waves her hand in a general westward direction. Huh. Got it.
Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long. I have a weakness for animals.
Catch you later,
Watch your
Cindy.
back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Sure. Okay, let's just go into this building. That was a pleasant conversation. But, okay, so we have... Whoops. An entrance to the balcony. Ooh. Money. Maybe? Money. What is this? More money? Am I really about to steal someone's shoes? So that door leads up to the balcony. The graffito says a firing squad for the rich. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. The door number 9 is locked. Postcard, Boogie Street 46. Ask the little girl in the fishing village down the coast who knows something about the armored gloves. This crumpled up postcard depicts an open air market in Boogie Street 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy streets. Blurry shadows of people pass. Huh. So someone did say in the comments that I sold things that may or may not haven't been important, but it's fine. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and talk to this maid.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
It is.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
Intellect?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living.
She spits on
I
the
have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
Intellect?
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
Continue.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there.
She points
He's
east.
usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
I'm sure she does,
They
actually.
probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
Hopefully. What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all, thanks.
Oh.
Thanks, I'm off. So, okay, so we have the balcony. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Someone has torn down the wall. The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Huh. This is a fridge? Nosafed and money. An old grocery list on the table and checks. Huh. Okay, interesting. Let's check out the rest of the first floor. Can I actually try to take these shoes? Oh, there was money in the shoes. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. So a pentagram? I don't know if oh.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
to symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
Weird, okay. What does it evoke in me?
You see noble aims, but also mountains upon mountains of corpses. They should have taken a more measured approach. Also, you're really smart.
Continue.
The price of idealism, unrestrained by humanism. Never again.
Weird, okay. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Flip up glasses, the auditor, +1 logic, -1 authority. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Balancing the books, filthy boho, probably a narcomaniac. These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wire frames are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favored by organized crime accountants who desire to look cool. Interesting, okay. Yeah, locate the door number 28 in the apartment building. An old shoe rack, books, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Apartment 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. I can open this door? Oh. Oh, magnesium substance use effects, +1 physique, -1 morale, uses left 3. Commodore Red. Well, I'm gonna avoid that. Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles. Actual moss. I'm gonna close that. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Money. Alright. Balcony and exit. Let's see what comes up if I click on the doors.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
I mean, this is not the examine the
It's
padlock.
a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Motorix.
Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Tool not in hand, yeah. Interfacing. Use the chain cutters to cut through the padlock. This is breaking in, isn't it? What happens if I do this?
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Leave? Let me actually... Why do I still have... Let me get rid of this. And then... So I already explored that side. So I'm guessing this is going to be the balcony. Maybe I'll knock on those other doors later. But not right now. Is this where Cindy is? This leads to the balcony on the left side. Oh, boxes.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
Form a guess about what happened?
A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Look at the ruins in the water.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt.
Take in the ocean.
The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscure the better part of the remains.
Intellect.
What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean.
Who did this damage?
A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad.
The
with
coalition.
masked volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well.
Oh.
Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
Hey Kim, do you know who shelled our city?
The coalition.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
Psyche?
He does not like talking politics of this kind.
Time to finish the thought. Did I get something new? No, I don't think I did. Let's go ahead and go up here. Yeah, there's Cindy. Oh, that must be the entrance to the second floor. Above, tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. The door is locked, you can't get in. The chair's new, someone lives back there. Oh, okay. Interesting. Do you have anything new to say now that I'm up here?
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches. Or perches, yeah. Or people having high ground on us.
Yeah, you got me now. The dynamic between us has completely changed.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket, it's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Oh god, is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Psyche check.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Fumes are bad for you, okay?
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Catch you later, Cindy. Alright, let's go ahead and go in. This has got to be the second floor. Oh. Oh, she said this. So this is the coal thing next to the... Or is this the ladies thing? Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy? Oh. Cindy might sleep here? 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate. The rats of the city. Oh, I have new pants. +1 electrochemistry, god-ass. -1 reaction speed, hindsighted. Although these jeans look worn, the wearer must have had an ass given to them by the mighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man-ass has imprinted itself so deep in the fabric you can't but wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well. What the heck? Okay, so what is this? Oh, okay. I think I'd rather have -1 reaction speed than -1 electrochemistry because my shoes already don't have electrochemistry. Or my shoes already minus reaction savoir-faire as well.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into.
Huh.
Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something. Soft, yet crinkly.
Take the item out?
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Insolent?
By the way, The raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in sur-le-clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
Weird. Okay. So what happens if I examine it?
A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon.
Intellect?
You feel compelled to point out that there's nothing fruity about cinnamon. It's a spice derived from tree bark.
Why do I even care about this?
Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper, yet you're drawn to it.
Psyche check?
Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with a Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please.
Cinnamon's not a fruit.
Can a used wrapper shrug? Seems like that's what the wrapper is doing somehow. This is not about flowers or bark. What is this about? Why are you looking at this wrapper?
I really don't know. I'll hang on to it just in case, though.
You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret.
And? Huh. Okay. Weird. Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Can I pry this open? Yep. Money. Heck yeah. So there's nothing else here. So I had some kind of reaction to the chewing gum wrapper. I did notice in this, when I was looking at these and trying to figure out what to do, there was something here. Yeah, apricot chewing gum scented 1. So this has the potential to unlock some kind of thought, but I don't know how to go about unlocking it. Oh. Heck yeah. Got some tear. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to interact with on this part of the building. So let's go up to the second floor, this part of the balcony. Wait a minute. If a strong muscular type, someone asks him about the case, could they have my badge? Are they like impersonating a police officer? The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. The curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching from within. Money. Found quite a bit of money up here. Good old pry bar. More money. Excellent. Just a door, nothing for you here right now. Oh. Fair enough, I guess. There has to be some way to get up there. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. This is the door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This is the door to apartment 30. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. What is up here? Oh, this is the harbor. Okay. That's Renee's guard cabinet that I didn't talk to him about. But this is apartment number 28.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Motorix?
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Knock.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Fair enough. He looks around, taking in the cold spring air.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you mean?
The smoker on the balcony.
Yeah.
This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory.
No, that's not what I meant.
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Sounds good. Tomorrow,
Tomorrow,
2100.
9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28.
He writes it down into his little notebook.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember,
Dorks.
tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Leave? Interesting, okay. Kim had glitched into the building sometime after 2100 to see if anyone's home. I guess we can... The last thing we can do is we can go back downstairs and knock on those things. Knock on the doors. I don't think Kim would appreciate me breaking in, though.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Knock?
No reply.
Let me knock on this one.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock?
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door.
Psyche check?
You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock again?
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Oh. This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Intellect?
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Okay, fair enough. Leave. And then, yeah, why would I break into that apartment? Here, let me really quick. I don't think there's anything else in here. So yeah, I'm not really quite sure. I could always ask about the favor that Joyce may or may not want me to do. But we'll see. I don't know. Okay, so that door's now open. What are my current tasks? Way too many. Find all the armored pieces. Get the hanged man's boots. Perform... Okay, I can do the autopsy. I don't know if I want to do that right now, though. That might take a while, and I'm almost at the end of the episode. I wonder... Let me really quick see if the... Actually, no, can I...
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious.
Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass? We have business to attend to.
That's actually hilarious. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to... I could try to talk to Titus. What I think I'm going to do right now at this juncture is... Oh, I can interact with this one too.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Intellect.
Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
Insert a
Your
coin.
money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal.
Pull the handle and look
The
inside.
curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob and to focus your
The
vision.
lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Psyche check.
Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
Alright, so, what I'm going to do is I am going to check to see if the number on the armor has been ran.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Look up the video again.
Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42.
Continue.
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict.
Okay, how is this involved with the strike?
So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Intellect?
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
A suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Psyche check.
This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Yes, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Not yet. But I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions?
Nope. I'm done with the radio for now.
57, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the
In
void.
the cabin, you see
Let's go ahead and leave. Okay. Call Alice back in a day for info on the armor's owner. Cool, so we have that going for us. We might be able to identify our victim. So we have the autopsy, we have so many tasks. I think what I am going to do is... Nope. I'm going to see what Joyce wants. I'm not confident. I'm no longer confident that I'll be able to track down the badge. Oh, actually, hang on. Instead of doing that, what I want to do instead is I want to talk to the scab leader. I want to see if any new dialogue has opened up.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Okay, so no dialogue has opened up. A muscular guy? It's not Measurehead, is it? Let me just really quick go back up. I doubt it would be Measurehead. It was last week?
You'll raise the sound.
Nope, leaving. So, a muscular guy was... I mean, I guess I would have to ask him, the smoker, for more details. But let me go ahead and deposit my tear here.
The tear machine stands
Insert
at
my
your bottles
bottles.
clump
Heck
into the machine.
yeah. Then let me actually just buy this raincoat.
You see several packaged
It's only
raincoats
4.
Here you go.
The clerk removes the garment from the lower shelf and hands it over. So now I have the raincoat. A transparent plastic raincoat with Frit written on the back. The package photo shows a group of happy Revacholians dancing in the rain, part of Frit's army. I won't get rid of her. I won't put it on right now, but I'm glad I have it at the very least. So now I don't really know. I don't think we've met the person who he was referring to in that case. Unless we need to, like I said, probably need to ask him about it, and then it'll probably point to the scab leader or something. But yeah, let's go ahead and end off the episode by asking Joyce what favor she wants, and then whether or not we'll do it is...
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Hey, about my missing badge again.
I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
How do I negotiate my way out of this?
Easy. Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
Uh-huh.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
That the Union is drug smuggling.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Oh, so we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Psyche?
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
Uh-huh.
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
The company must have more ears on the ground. She could have known about my condition.
I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all.
Her proposal was likely part of her design, the Sol is.
Yes. Knowing this does not really change our position, however.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Okay, we ask her, then we investigate briefly, but do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Continue.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Continue.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Yeah, I already have a certain talkative old man in mind who may or may not be able to give us the info we need.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Oh. Or not. Okay. The lorries?
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable.
Oh, I know. The racist lorry guy said he was transporting apples, quote unquote, and we knew that he was hiding something. And we also had the option to look into the window of his car. So that suggests if we were to go back there now, we might be given an option to actually break into the car.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Motorix?
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Intellect?
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Oh, yep.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
Continue.
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
Okay.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
What proof do you have that the union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Psyche check.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. Do we want to share that? Sure?
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
So, yeah, I think Kim is in on Kim thinks this is a good idea if we do it briefly. We will take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
Continue.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. Well, I know exactly. Interrogate the drivers about the smuggling. I know exactly where it's going. I think it's the racist one. But on that note, that's where we're going to end today's episode. What a wild... Well, not really wild, but like... It was very interesting. We talked to the smoker, we talked to Cindy, got into the apartment building, and now we have the ability to investigate the union for drug smuggling, which I don't necessarily like the idea of working for Joyce, but at the same time, finding my badge, like, I need to progress the story somehow, and I could do the field autopsy. But in terms of getting info out of Everard and Joyce, I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that at this point other than doing the tasks for them. Something might come up, but I don't know when it's going to come up, so yeah, I have no idea if I know there's no like correct way of playing this, but I'm definitely intrigued to see what my choices are leading me towards, because when it comes to how I'm playing, part of me is like role playing with some of the dialogue choices and trying to stick with the detective work and stuff like that, but another part of me is also kind of making decisions on the fly, depending on what I feel like doing and what I think will make progression in the story and what I think might be interesting to do. And this drug smuggling, to me, is definitely an interesting thing to look into, but I don't know if it's going to help us in the long run in terms of the case, but I don't know if it will hinder us in terms of our like workings with the Union or whatever. That one dialogue did say that investigating this might give us an upper hand in terms of talking to the Union, but chances are if we do this, Everard has enough ears to the ground that he's going to know that we were helping Joyce, and he might not like that. So a lot of stuff to think about going forward, but we shall see what happens. So thank everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I upload the next part of the file to the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.